741 days ago, I started animating the most epic fight scene in Demon Slayer history. Kokushibo versus Gyomei and some help. All I'm gonna need is myself, some mystical pen breathing, and roughly 10,000 individual drawings. How hard can it be? Now, annoyingly, we got to see the wind Hashira's effect in the latest Demon Slayer arc. It is better than anything I did in part 1, which was essentially just green laser beams, which each need to be drawn rough, then neat, then Genga, then clean up, then add effects animation, then add shadow and light and color, and then exported and matched the Infinity Castle background, which I will have to build from scratch, then composite with light and shadow and to blend the two, then add sound and grapes and music, done, boom, bam. Whew. It's only one frame out of 540. So here we have the production still. This is basically showing me what I'm capable of and how the whole thing will look when I'm done. So I spent probably the better half of 2 days trying to figure out a way to make it look similar without taking me 2 days to finish each individual shot. And bam, now we have this. I'm also going to need to improve the background, but you're going to have to wait around to see that. Now, this rough animation is the easy part and probably the quickest, honestly. This should take me no more than a day or two, and as you can see in the top right corner, we have our timer tracking our progress, so we always know how long we're taking. I got carried away with the rough animation because I like it, and I hate everything else, which means the start I enjoy, so I do too much, and then I don't know how to cut back, and now we're here, we're fucked. So, as you can see from the timer, it's been 30 days, which is certainly longer than I expected that to take, probably because I animated 45 seconds instead of 10, but no worries, we march onwards. Everything will be smooth sailing from here. I'm sure that is not going to jinx anything at all. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. This doesn't look very good. This actually looks like shit. Well, thank you. It is now my job to turn this thing into an actual human being, because right now it is, I know, doesn't look very good. So in order to turn it to actually start to look and resemble people that we know, Kokushibo here and Gyomei, I basically have to spend a long time looking at the character sheets and then looking at what I've drawn and then wondering about my life decisions and why I've bothered to do this. Because, as you can see from the timer, this tends to take a while. Now, I'm sure some pros can do this exceedingly quickly, but I am not one of those pros, so that timer is not going to stop ticking up anytime soon. I mean, I don't know why I'm telling you this, like, you haven't already waited the entire duration of however long this is going to take me.
This is fine.
Boom! Hopefully I can do some magic with the editing there and, you know, look how amazing it looks. This is what you call neat or Genga or something like that. I don't know. It changes per country you're in. It changes depending on who you ask, I think. I'll just ask AI or something. Holy shit. That is actually extraordinarily useful. What the fuck? There you go. That's what this stage is called. I call it the neat stage. I don't know if it's probably not accurate. It's just what I call it. Because I'm making everything look neat, you know? So, boom. Now Gyomei looks like Gyomei and Kokushibo looks like Kokushibo. The extras look, well, they still look like extras. Now, I know you lot are particularly fussy when it comes to the faces, right? I mean, we learned that from Naruto. As my comments so kindly point out, is that, you know, why are you even pausing it there? Who is pausing on this frame? Now you've given me immense anxiety. So I'm gonna have to spend extra long on this stage. This is your fault. Commenter, you know who you are. If this video takes extra long to come out, this is on you. I can't take any responsibility for that. And the next stage is pretty easy. Doesn't mean it doesn't take ages, but it is easy. We just have to trace all the beautiful line work that I've done and add a few minor corrections and use the correct pen. I'm sure there must be a more efficient way to do this, but I haven't found it. So yeah, you guys can see how long it took me. I can't. I don't have foresight. I can't see the future. Maybe it takes me 5 days, 10 days. You know, that's what I've budgeted my time for. That's the Genga stage done. As you can see behind me, we're starting to actually look pretty complete. This is starting to look like an actual character from Demon Slayer. We're on the color stage. Now this part, surprise, also takes fucking ages. I mean, I'm coloring like 500 pictures. It's like a jigsaw, but every jigsaw piece is the size of a piece of A4 paper, and you have to color the whole thing in. I might be exaggerating it slightly, but that's what it fucking feels like. All right, so finally the color is done. I think 2 full seasons of Demon Slayer have come out since I started animating this. So that's great. Part 2 and part 1 are going to look slightly wonky. Let's just say it has not been a short amount of time since the last update, so yeah, doesn't look amazing, guys. No, this is a very unrewarding process of filmmaking. It doesn't really look that good until it's finished, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, you could at least pretend, right? Pretend for me. Hey, it looks amazing. Great job. Great job, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I know it doesn't exactly look like Demon Slayer yet. That is because Demon Slayer's not really known for its animation, even though everyone goes, oh my god, Demon Slayer animation, so good. Oh my god, it's so good. Yeah, it's not really the animation you guys like. It's the compositing. Bam. Look at that. It takes the still image from looking like this. That's the difference. A good composite and a bad composite. You know, my early works, if you go back on the start of the channel, those composites were rough. I don't even think the ones I do now are good, to be honest with you, but they are a hell of a lot better than where I started. So you know what? As long as progress is being made in the forwards direction, we are good. My standards are low. Sue me, bitch. So, after compositing, roughly, how many frames is it? I don't know. I still haven't counted how many frames I'm doing in this thing. It's a lot of frames. So, but this part's actually fun because, you know, you get to see everything come together. It looks all beautiful. And the Infinity Castle background, I didn't actually have to rebuild that. I just kind of took my old one. I wanted to change the floor textures because they're kind of dodgy. You may or may not have noticed that, but now you won't unsee it. So I don't know why I told you. I'm not a blender. I don't do 3D animation, guys. That's like a side thing, if you can even call it that. Good enough. That's what we strive for here. And hey, it's a lot better than it would look if I decided to draw it, which is saying something because I draw for a living. So yeah, no, you know what? I'm happy with it. Fuck you guys. I didn't even have to remodel anything. I just changed the color of the lights, changed the color of the compositing, and bang, it looks pretty good. Progress is slow, but it is happening slowly but surely. And that's, you know what? That's all we can ask for here, right? All right, massive shout out to MoollonKyen. Thank you so much for the soundtrack. It's probably better than the animation itself, which is to be expected, honestly, because she's a professional and I'm just a fucking bum winging it on YouTube. She made it just for this animation, so it's really fucking awesome. We are finally here, ladies and gentlemen. The thing that you are all waiting for. Everybody, part 2. Remember, if you haven't seen part 1, go check it out on the channel. If you want to see any more of my Demon Slayer animations, go check those out on my channel too. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you want to see next. What other Demon Slayer fight would you like me to do before the next movie comes out? That is a big ask, because that would put me under some serious time pressure that I'm not entirely sure I can commit to. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I hope you enjoy.